Okay, I'm done being hyper independent. Somebody come take care of me because I'm tired.
Today's one of those days that I don't want to be independent woman. I don't want to clean my car. I want someone to do it for me.
No, I don't want to open any more doors on my own. I don't want to hang any more TVs on my own. Can I? Yes, and I will if I must. But do I want to? I want a tall, handsome man to open my doors for me. I want a handsome man to hang my TVs. I want a handsome man to help me with my taxes because I am barely hanging on trying to do this whole independence by myself as a woman.
I don't want to date no more. I want to get married. As I prepare to go on this date, all I can think of is how did Carrie and them date at such an old age and look excited about it? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
Truth of the matter is that, am I good at being independent? Yes. Do I want to be? No.
Back in the days, I used to scream like independent woman.
Yeah,
now I'm paying my bills. I'm like, take it back. I don't want to be independent. This independent life is horrible.
I'm tired. I'm so tired.
I am tired. How am I doing 9 to 5 and I'm still broke? Like,
I don't know who needs to hear this, but the whole independent, I want to be independent. I got my own bag. Ladies, it's dead. You should have your own bag. You should be somewhat independent, but it shouldn't be something you should be flaunting. Why? Because you're going to attract men that want a woman that has money.
I want to feel like a princess. I've been a hustler. I've been independent my whole life. I've been in hell of relationships where I done took care of the other party. When I was getting drained, I done been mentally drained, financially drained, emotionally drained. I just want to be a princess at this point.
I'm going to eat my lunch. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to sit before my next class. It's going to be good. I get outside and I look around and I realize I am quite literally the only person sitting by myself. It just made me so sad. Sad to the point where I got up and I literally went inside and I felt like I couldn't enjoy the stunning day that it was today because I was like, I'm so fucking sick of doing stuff by myself. Everyone was sitting with someone and I was literally the only person sitting alone. And in that moment, it just made me so fucking depressed. Like, it made me so sad.
I was having a really hard time right now, just like financially, with your friendships, with your romantic life. Is that just me?
So I remember when I was a bit younger, I kept saying, I want to be independent. I want to be able to work, earn my own money, be my own person. I still want all those things. But one day,
Are men unattracted to independent women? I was talking to my guy friend the other day. We're talking about just like independent women. I was telling him how one of my girlfriends, she's super independent. She does X, Y, and Z by herself. She's like such a bad bitch. And she doesn't need really anyone to count on. And he goes, let me guess. I bet you she is single. To that, I'm like, why? He's like, well, historically, men have always been, the caregiver. Like, they usually have always been that breadwinner, right? Type sort of personality. And he goes, so that's why when women are too independent, they're too masculine and men find them unattractive.
I must be pretty weak-willed because all it took was falling in love with a man, and now I'm like, not really. I mean, I'm a feminist, but like, kind of. I don't really need my maiden name. I don't really need it. I like your last name better anyway. Like, I'll just take that. I know he can do his own laundry. I know that he can clean the house, but I want to do it for him. I want to cook all his meals. I want to make sure he's getting all his whole grains, all his vegetables. I want to make sure he's getting all that protein. He has not asked any of this of me. It just kind of naturally kicks in. Like, these instincts just kind of come out of like, oh, now I have to take care of you when you're sick. Oops, I made you breakfast and it fits all of your dietary requirements. My bad. I think I got possessed by a housewife. Is that what happened?
I accidentally girl bossed too hard and now I have a real job with real responsibilities and like people keep emailing me and asking me questions.
Maybe the reason we've been able to identify male loneliness is because we haven't been able to identify female loneliness. Because the only time that a woman does not have to perform is when she is alone. So instead we have these romanticized versions of this female depression because a woman would rather be depressed than observed.
If you're single and feeling lonely because all your friends are in relationships or married, I want you to actually just like sit with the emotion of loneliness instead of running away from it just for a few minutes. Because how often have you actually sat with the emotion of loneliness without distracting yourself by scrolling through social media or watching Netflix or texting a friend or just going to the gym, like literally just sitting in it, not trying to resist it and feel better automatically. Loneliness is a very uncomfortable emotion, especially when you feel like everybody else around you in your circle is not lonely because they have a partner.
There's nothing a man should fear more than a woman who's comfortable being alone. You are now competing with me. You're not competing with other guys. I am good being alone. I am fine. So you have to be better than me. You have to make it so that I want to be with you instead of being with me. How are you going to do that?
Has been on my mind a lot recently because I've realized that every single girl I know in my life, every woman in her 20s that I know, has been feeling lonely lately for some reason. And the reasons are all different. Whether they moved somewhere new and they feel like they have no friends there, or they got into a relationship, or they got out of a relationship, or they're single and they haven't found their person yet, or they just had a baby and they feel lonely as a new mom, or they can't get pregnant and they feel like their friends are all moving on to a new stage of life and da-da-da-da-da. To that, I responded and I said, I think it's because 50% of men are average at best.
Like, while I focus on my career, let me live in my soft life. And maybe we could get rich. Like, it's my time now. It's my turn. It's my turn. My turn. Why can't I have my turn? I have so many of my friends who just get that soft life. Why I can't have that? I've been doing for everybody, hustling, grinding, taking care of me since I was 16. I just want to be loved in my love language, not the other person's. Mine.
What's up, YouTube? Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. So on today's episode, we have these strong, independent women crying on social media about how boring and lonely their lives have been. These women who claim to be independent now need men to do stuff for them. They need men to pay their bills. They need men to take them out. They need men to keep them company and all that, which is ironic. But I'll go ahead and read the comments that came in. Let's see what men had to say to these women. Our first comment says, nothing is more off-putting than seeing women over 40 acting like childish teenagers. Ooh, okay. No female is more beautiful than a man's peace. Okay, that is true. I feel like as a human being, your peace should come first. If that woman or man is not giving you peace of mind, don't go for it. Period. If you ever find yourself having the slightest smidgen of pity or sympathy for these lonely three of us, just remember the only men they will accept have to be well over 6 feet tall and loaded. They are alone by choice. Well, I agree that a lot of these women are alone by choice, but you also have to know that not all women are alone by choice. So let's take note. I love being 5'6" and I love being overlooked by women. I have 2 kids, their mother moved out. Our kids live with me. I can never trust her again. I don't wish a bad life or loneliness on anyone, but if those are the consequences for your own bad decisions, then it is hard to feel bad for you. Exactly. I hate this constantly repeated line that says women need to lower their standards. No, they need to accept what their true level is, but they won't. Well, I think this comment makes a lot of sense. I see a lot of sense here, to be honest. Lonely ladies of the world, welcome to what men feel every day of their lives.